at limits at infinity. So with limits at infinity, we have to look at what is getting bigger, right? So when we have a limit as it approaches, we'll say infinity, right? We have to look at if the numerator or denominator is getting bigger. So depending on which side of the fraction is getting bigger will dictate what is happening at x approaching infinity. But with limits approaching positive or negative infinity, and if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, then it will produce either positive or negative infinity as you approach infinity. While if your limit as x approaches positive or negative infinity, if the denominator is bigger than the numerator, then it will just be 0. However, if your limit as x approaches positive or negative infinity, if your numerator is equally getting bigger as your denominator, then you will take the ratio of the numerator and denominator, and this will give you your answer. Additionally, it's important to note that limits at infinity, you don't necessarily have to prove their left and right limit are equal to each other. So if we have a limit as x approaches infinity, f of x equals a, right? We don't necessarily have to prove that x as approaches negative infinity, or that same function, also equals a.